Endwalker continues. Let's go.
And I hope you were in the right mindset.
No, I'm
Yeah,
not.
good
It's gonna be
movie.
great though. It's the spicy depression. Welcome to my temporary abode. Please make yourself at home. Have some tea. Oh, I miss tea. Tea's good. Tea's
I'm
great.
gonna go get some tea. I'll be back in a minute.
Yeah, get some tea. Yeah. More channels ever. Yes, Simon Whistler has a problem with channel. He has so many channels. He has a team, which is the difference between him and me.
A wonderful aroma. I feel more relaxed already.
Would that I had sweetmeats to offer, but I travel light out of habit. There's plenty of hot water though, so please have as much tea as you like. Now then, will you tell us your tale?
The theme of sad, right? Oh, I really want to see Hades' reaction.
From the beginning.
This is going to be a super interesting interaction, actually. I'm assuming this is a narrative shortcut to everything we know now being displayed to them. Yep, so this is everything from Hydaelyn. Yeah, Venat knows. The Ascians, La Habrea. Oh, that's gonna be rough for him. That's literally his, like, colleague. Yep, him and Amarat. Wow. This is a very efficient way to cutscene, just to railroad everything into Zodiark. In the final days, obviously. So, assuming everyone... our journey is now relayed to them. They know everything we do.
Preposterous. Utterly preposterous. While not the words I would have chosen, I too have my doubts. Much of it borders on the incredulous. What of you, Venat?
Not knowing the precise details of the first final days, it is difficult to determine the veracity of the tale. Supposing it is all true, I must ask myself why I would do what I did. Why would I feel I had no recourse but to oppose the 14 and create this Hydaelyn? Circumstances change, of course, but it would not have been an easy decision regardless. No, there must have been a reason. One compelling enough to force me to take such drastic measures. Then there is the Elpis flower, which I said would serve as a guide.
Elpis, not Elpis flower.
Your mission is plain, but your presence here leads me to believe that this place also holds significance. But what could it be? What are we meant to accomplish?
Might it not be simply thus? In the future, whence she came, the final days could not be averted. Mankind has no choice but to flee the star. By alerting us to that eventuality, perhaps you wish to pave the way for other futures.
Theoretically speaking, it is a possibility. Yet if that were my primary objective, I see no reason to guide our friend to Elpis specifically. The capital and Amarot, or even my own home would be more logical destinations.
True, true. I note also that Hydaelyn did not specify a point in time to which she must return.
Just search for
By
Elpis.
this, it may be inferred that it was not critical that we should meet.
Mm-hmm.
Alternately, she had reason to believe that our paths would converge, coincidental though it may seem.
Hades has been oddly quiet this entire time.
This is quite a puzzle, and we do not have all the pieces.
Hardly any. But we do have one immutable fact. If the final days are indeed as described, they will bring death to all that I hold dear. Yet despite being afforded long years of preparation, the only provisions I could make were for flight. Nay, my first and foremost endeavor would be to find a way to forestall the coming doom.
Given that even the 14 failed, mayhap you deemed it impossible.
Nothing is impossible. This I have always believed. And if Hydaelyn is indeed me, she would believe the same.
Listen to yourself. Are you seriously entertaining the notion that you are a messianic figure in some far-fetched tale? Well, I will not. I refuse to accept that our world could be undone by some unforeseen calamity. I also take offense to my portrayal as a megalomaniacal madman.
Yeah, there is that too, yeah. He has a
To
point.
sacrifice oneself for the star is a noble act, and I would hold those who gave themselves to this zodiac in the highest esteem. Yet, you claim I recreated Amarot and populated it with phantoms of our people? A bizarre indulgence that would be insulting to their memory.
I mean, 1,000 years does that to people, makes it kind of lonely.
Worse still, I even invited you there. Literally invited my own downfall. Why would I do something so idiotic and inexplicable?
There's the fourth wall.
Now, I will allow that the hypothetical task of restoring our world would be daunting in the extreme. The thought of having to bear such a burden for 1,000 lives horrifies me.
Yeah, yeah.
But I would never forsake my duty. I would never forsake my brethren.
He really didn't, though?
You do not know me. I've had my fill of your fiction. I will return to my duty, and you will not bother me again.
Emmett throws a fit. He throws a fit on MP4.
Emet-Selch! Wait!
You've seen much of Elpis already. If you have any observations to share, I should like to hear them.
Well, and that's the thing. Don't they have access to... Couldn't they look into our memories? Or is their echo subjective?
Ah, yes. The energy distinct from ether. Though not my field, I have a basic understanding of Dynamis. And you say Hermes researched the phenomenon in the course of creating Meteion? Yes. I believe this warrants further investigation. With that settled, it is time for action. The missing pieces of the puzzle are here, I'm certain of it. And when you find them, the picture my future self has painted will be complete, and you will have your answer. Now suffice it to say, I will aid you in your quest.
We could show him the XIV crystal. Absolutely.
faith. If Emet-Selch is the man Azum described to me, we've not seen the last of him.
Stepping with our investigation, then, I'm acquainted with Hermes, of course, but only as a visitor received by the chief overseer of Elpis, of the man himself, and only that which is common knowledge. Thus, I suggest we fall back to our tried and true method of conversing with the locals. That's the mood. There is observers here who can surely tell us more about Hermes and Meteion. That would be a good idea where we might begin. Also, yeah, ignore the level discrepancies. I've already hit 90 Paladin. Well, I'm just gonna truck through to the end of MSQ. I don't really need the EXP. Standing in front of your underbuilder, her name is Ismene. She's one of the Meteion Saint Elpis. By our call, she's held her position here for quite some time, chance so she can provide us some insights. Go and ask your questions. I will help you drawing answers out if need be, but I will leave the choice of the topic up to you. Questions for me? Well, I suppose I have no other pressing duties at the moment. That's a mood. Event cannot be skipped, which canceling pending duty finder registrations. Yeah. You just mean my friend here is desperately curious about Chief Hermes and was wondering if you might indulge her. Certainly, anything would be of service. I can only answer from my own experiences, but describe him as a quiet man, reserved, you might say, and occasionally somewhat poor with his choice of words. His reticent nature, however, does not prevent him carrying out his duties as chief overseer. Man is a walking archive when it comes to life forms. He could discuss any species in incredible detail, lending authority on concepts with the power of flight. The answer to your question, was there anything else? Cannot rightly say, as the chief's personal creation, Meteion has not even been subject to observation and study like other concepts. So one day she was just simply there. What do you make of her abilities? That she is highly unusual, familiar, able to read emotions and communicate directly with one's mind. Exactly how she was created with the talent, however, is a mystery to me. My apologies. I wish I could explain her nature in more depth. I've not had occasion to discuss it with Chief Hermes. Chief may not be the most gregarious individual, but he engages with us as is necessary for everyone to perform their duties. I wouldn't want to intrude upon his privacy for the sake of curiosity. Though if you wish to learn more about Meteion, you should try speaking with Timilos, another expert in the creation of flying concepts. Should be conducting his observations on the banks of the stream, somewhere to the east. Oh, and unless you take particular joy in rambling discourse, just keep questions concise. Keep that in mind. Thank you for your patience and your insight. Think nothing of it. There's aught else you need during your stay, please do not hesitate to ask. We've taken enough of Ismene's time. Mount. Yeah, so I apparently did have the horse, which is super cool. I love it. It horse. This is off to a fine start, wouldn't you agree? From here, I will propose that we split up. I shall continue making inquiries with the resident observers who could track down the colleagues Ismene mentioned. While I did feel compelled to interject once or twice during the previous conversation, you seem more than capable of drawing forth the answers you seek. All I ask is that you watch your footing around the stream. We can meet back here once you're finished speaking with Timilos. Realizing we caused the final day's transference for best. I'm not sure about that. No, I don't think that's how that works. Yes, I am Timilos, but please keep your voice down. You'll startle the birds. What does she wish to speak about? Chief Hermes' work, a worthy subject indeed. Those being which soar through the clouds, majestic and graceful, are ever a favorite of creators. Even now, with so many varieties in existence, the flood of newly imagined concepts continues unabated. Sets the chief's creations apart, however, is that they benefit from his boundless knowledge of the celestial realm. Birds that climb so high they disappear from view, others which traverse the boundless sky in moments, all without riding the currents. No, none save he who can conceive such marvels. Even we who prize elegance and form above all else are dumbfounded by his genius. My opinion on the matter would be superficial at best. Despite my admiration of Meteion as a concept, I have never delved too deeply into the inner workings of her nature. I suppose that she has a gift for communicating via emotions, but otherwise, her abilities are a mystery to me. Chief Hermes should choose to submit Meteion for concepts of the Bureau of the Architect. There will be a design registered for public scrutiny. Analyzing a colleague's creation before that step is frowned upon, to say the least. Of course, if it came to me, a fellow artist looking for price, that would be an entirely different story. Dynamis and Telekes. Terms do sound vaguely familiar. Was there not a flower made here in Elpis which exhibited properties of one or the other? Must have been centuries since I last heard anyone speak of such things. Has there been a resurgence in interest? Why bring up the subject? I'm flattered that you sought my insight, but I cannot afford to neglect my duties for the sake of idle chatter. Now I really must return to my observations. You really have your own tasks to attend to. I love it. That's a Minotaur. Thing is so cool. I love this mount so much. It's so cool. I mean, I'm still not convinced that we've actually gone to the past and that this isn't some sort of vacuum in which, while we can interact with people freely, it's not like I don't know. I think it's a construct rather than actually going back in time. But then again, Grahatia did truly go back in time, so I guess there is that. So assuming we went back in time, there also isn't information that they're choosing to just say, hey, we acknowledge this. They could also do the whole thing that Charlene does, right? Look, for the safety of the star, we should probably cover all these memories up, that kind of thing, right? Backrider, that was quick work. We're obviously clever enough to head off any of that rambling Ismene mentioned. Any findings to share? I see, even an expert in this field has little understanding of Meteion's capabilities, let alone awareness of Dynamis. Dynamis resulted in much of the same answers. Questions result in much of the same answers. Hermes' colleagues view Meteion as a personal project. Provide no details beyond this which you just told me. So as we believe, the only person that makes knowledge is of Hermes himself. Yes, we made some progress here, but the information is needed. We are able to reach a definitive conclusion. At present, the strongest link we have with the final is the power of Dynamis. Telekes which can control it, yet most scholars are only vaguely aware of these terms, let alone study them in any depth, except for Hermes, it seems. Thus, I'm inclined to stay our current course on all we can about the Chief Overseer and is familiar. On the subject, were there aught else to note? Can you tell me about Meteion, aside from her unorthodox method of communication? Or whether she had mentioned that earlier in any event, would you care to elaborate? These siblings of hers now travel the great expanse in search of deeper meaning. Thank you. Though the mystery at hand remains unresolved, I feel you've touched on a vital clue, one which we could keep in mind as we continue. Next, suppose we take ourselves to Peripatella, crystalline, not far from here. Just follow the path to the west. What is sick barding?
What?
Chocobo next to me.
Oh, that's behemoth corner.
Yeah. It's cool barding. Look, if I don't read the lore, that's different. I read the lore because I enjoy it. If I didn't enjoy this, I would skip this dialogue. I know there's been some contention because it sounds like I'm uninterested. I assure you, if I was uninterested, I would just skip dialogue.
Yes. I am back with tea.
Nice. Tower and one further along are both part of the Perpetua crystalline facility where they all cover all of Elpis's observational and testing records. Despite how they appear on the outside, the interior is actually a vast area of magically interconnected spaces, which, while fascinating, is not the reason we're here, is it? To cut my architectural lesson short and see what these two archivists have to share, you could find someone to speak to over at the other tower. I shall join you there anon. Questions for me? Certainly, just a moment while I conclude my current appointment. Plays Final Fantasy for the story. I know. No, you're right.
Yeah, who plays Final Fantasy for the story?
Exactly. So if you could provide a comprehensive log of those behaviors, we should have sufficient data for our official records. Now, what was that you wish to speak about? Glam is the true endgame. You're correct. Chief Osir's personal research project, by that I assume you mean Meteion. Such undocumented studies are difficult to track. After all, hardly a day goes by without seeing a researcher get trailed by one creation or another. Fred cannot tell exactly when Meteion appeared, only that she now spends much of her life at Chief Hermes' side. Although I do recall an interesting tale my dearest Galen shared with me. Galen, my partner and fellow researcher here in Elpis, she was returning late one night when she caught sight of Chief Hermes sending Meteion heavensward a host of them. For several days, she would speak of the scene with wonder, describing it as one of the most beautiful spectacles she had ever witnessed. Sounds like a story I should like to hear. So I thought you had already returned to the surface. Permit me to thank you again for your invaluable contribution to our concepts placement proposal. Do not mention it. As you say, my original plan was to leave after that task, but I have since become engrossed with Chief Hermes' research. Would you favor me by retelling this sight which so delighted your Galen? Of course, or you could hear it from her lips directly if you prefer. Present, she should be observing a subject in Metabesos, Thalassal. Oh, that makes sense because Abyssos is one of the raid tiers. Not enjoy her time there. She does enjoy her time there watching sea creatures hunt and play, gazing upon the salty waters of the world's oceans, recreated in such sublime detail. Imagine you must find similar joy indulging your boundless curiosity, Mistress Venat, even though such pursuits must continually and regretfully delay your return to the star. Indeed they do. Is a rest well deserved and long overdue, I should think. How greedy have we prospered for the wisdom you've accumulated during your travels as Azem. And what would Elpis be without your earlier academic work? The theories you developed serve as a basis for many techniques still used today. Man is a creature of contemplation, but none embody that nature as much as enduring passion as you. I dare say there's not a soul alive more worthy of a return. Shall rejoice the day you depart on your final journey. I'll be honored. Well, should we take this opportunity to meet with Galen in person? Allow me to reconfigure the door to archives here. It will take you up to the Skyway and spare you the need to avoid hostile concepts on the ground. That would be most helpful. Thank you. Man, imagine if you could just like flip the switch on a door and suddenly just went up to the second story. It'd be fucking great. Be actually poggers. The path to the Skyway. Once you pass through the door, simply walk straight across the next tower. Ask for admittance to the upper tier. On arriving to the upper tier, walk straight across the Skyway. You'll find yourself at the entrance to Metabesos Thalassal. Yeah, thalassophobia makes sense. Galen and I will be eager to share a tale with you, I'm sure. You know, actually, on maybe Shadowbringers was more Roman. This is very Greek. The two are so interconnected. You could probably get away with Greco-Roman influence, trying to use both of them at once. But not just passing through. Allow me to prepare the path if you need further assistance. There's always a observer 2 out on the upper skyway.
Oh, that's the wrong button.
It's super cool to kind of see up here, actually. I dig it. We still technically have an entire area over here with snake and water supply fate again. While Jace appears, pondering, contemplating if you should ever jump off the building. It's so dark. Then I was not told to expect we would have prepared an official welcome. Please, there's no need for fanfare. I only wish to speak with Galen if that might be arranged. Yes, Galen, of course, will inform her immediately. She may be engaged in a testing phase. Could be something of a wait. She'll let her know that your business is urgent. That won't be necessary. Olivia will keep us occupied until she's ready to receive us. Looking at the beautiful sky, thank you. Well, the sky wants to embrace you too. You just gotta jump off the building.
A delightful breeze and a breathtaking view. What is it like in the future? Is the world still a beautiful place? I swear I could hear the glimmer in your eyes and the adoration in your voice. While we wait, will you not tell me about your adventures? Well, not the portentous events which led you here, but the simple delights all your own. By learning about the future world, I may gain insight into future me's plans. But more than that, I have an interest simply as a fellow traveler. Short of going somewhere oneself, there's naught more stirring than hearing another's account.
I'm half expecting a Hildebrand pose. I'm half expecting it. That would have been a great little addition.
Incredible. Would that I could have been
Not too
there to
bad.
see it. Yours is a harsh and unforgiving world. Yet in spite of this, your brethren hold fast to their virtue. To know that the light of mankind's potential still shines, even in that faraway place, it gives me heart. Thank you for regaling me with your tales. I will treasure every word.
That's a Hildebrand what
As you know,
moment?
I was once a scholar. And among other things, I sought to understand the workings of the world. What exactly is ether? How formed the laws of nature? Whence sprung mankind? Riddles and mysteries beyond counting. Over the years, I have managed to find answers to some few of them. Yet rather than attain a sense of mastery, the more I understood, the more I came to hold the world and its miracles in awe.
The harsh one,
We
yeah.
too are miracles, each and every one of us. born of the warm breath of life that traverses the heavens, swirling through eternity. When I fully grasped the improbability of our existence, nothing felt impossible anymore. If it could be imagined, it could be done. A passion swelled within me, an epiphany dispelling all preconceptions of what was natural and true, and a presence without. Immense, yet intimate. Fate, perhaps, holding us in its tender embrace. As reassuring as it was intimidating. How keenly aware I became of creation's fragility, built as it is upon precarious happenstance. I was overcome with an irrepressible urge to know the world more intimately, to hear its voice, feel its breath. I ventured forth on a journey that very day, so very long ago now. Freed from presumption and prejudice, I saw the world through a newborn's eyes. Everything fresh and new, and so beautiful. Lands that stretched on forever. Skies one could drown in. The heartbeat of nature, silent yet strong. And amidst it all a people, beacons of light and life. Laughter that warmed my heart like naught else before. They are my meaning, and my purpose, my love. And so long as they need help, I cannot return to the star. Perhaps my future self is still waiting for it. A moment she can let go and walk unto the end. Safe in the knowledge that man will find his own way. You, who are our future, tell me this, and tell me true. Has your journey been good? Has it been worthwhile?
What an interesting line, actually.
Pray forgive my lateness.
And we don't actually give an answer because it's not the end of the expansion yet.
My observation subject was rather irritable, and it took a while to settle it down.
It's the shark, isn't it?
No need to apologize. Your work takes precedence. Besides, we had a pleasant conversation in the meantime.
You're too kind.
We were talking about sharks.
I'm told you wished to ask me some questions.
Indeed. I've an interest in one of Hermes' creations. Meteion. You witnessed a host of them take flight, yes?
Oh, that! Yes, I did.
Is her accent changing? It's throwing me off.
In the dark of the morn, I'd left the Thalassai after nocturnal observation.
Weird. The I's and the L's. Huh?
You're imagining things.
Her accent keeps switching. It's actually messing my brain. Also, I hate the I's and the L's in this text format. I can never tell the difference between them.
I spied a bright light climbing high into the southeastern skies. Then, in an instant, it was gone. Like a shooting star, only rising rather than falling.
I can hear this being Lisa's VA.
But then another shot up. Then another, and another. Intrigued, I made my way to the edge to investigate. And who should I spy on an isle to the south but Hermes and Meteion, the Meteion, rather. There were lots of them, and I realized they must be the shooting stars that I'd seen.
A dazzling spectacle indeed. Have you spoken with Hermes about this?
Oh, yes. The sight left such an impression on me that I approached him about his mystery project the very next day. Alas, he said that he couldn't reveal anything just yet, that he needed to conduct further tests. It shouldn't be long now, though. He often returns to that isle, and I have a feeling he's nearing a breakthrough.
Deacon sounds like, yeah, I can see that. I think it's the way that she speaks.
Splendid. We are likewise eager for the details. Well, that is all we wish to ask. Thank you for taking the time to indulge our curiosity.
You're very welcome. It's always a pleasure to speak with other inquisitive souls. Oh, and will you be descending now? If so, I shall link the doors for you.
Please.
Not Dark Souls, Inquisitive Souls. It's just Cease Library. That's the whole game. Gotta deal with the cursed books.
So the worst FromSoft game of all existence. Got it.
Yeah, you don't want to have just your Dark Souls 3 Great Library as a whole game. You don't want that.
Not particularly.
You don't want candle wax as the mechanic to get around and traverse the world.
That was a neat mechanic. I'm not going to lie about that.
I liked that it's just like I just dip my head and become Anne Candle. It's so good. The first time I'm like, dude, this is amazing. Piece of the puzzle falls into place from what I've learned thus far. I think we can safely conclude Hermes hasn't been revealing details of his research to others, which suggests either someone will appropriate his discoveries and make use of them, or that Hermes himself will have a hand in causing the final days. Oh no! Since we have no reason to yet suspect the former, we should consider the latter to be the more likely possibility. Proceeding under the assumption, our next step should be to divine why, or even if, we might desire such a terrible fate for our star. Dude is suffering. Dude actually just wants to KMS. Gross.
Yeah. Now, fucking the Dark Souls library wax mechanic, it was neat. The fact that you took more fire damage if you used it was a problem.
I don't even know that, honestly. But I also...
Yeah, that's why all the enemies there had fire weapons.
Oh. Yeah, I never put two and two together. I don't think I've actually died from getting breathed on.
Yeah. Well, it's the imps, mainly.
Yeah.
Having the flaming flamberge.
To visit the site from which Hermes set forth the media. If we are fortunate, we should be able to find handle what drives the research phase. Unless they spot him in the southeast horizon from the isle, she could see from the edge. If we stand on that same vantage point, it should not prove too difficult to locate the island in question. Let's take a look, shall we? I can't wait to get to Dark Souls. It will probably after I finish 14 and have a little bit to sit on it, because I do want to do some 14 videos, which if you're on the Kip TV channel, I mean, it's like this is going to be months down the line, at least a couple months from when this actually went live. So we'll see. You'll know. I want to maybe do something, and then I will probably go ham into Souls. I have some projects like Pokemon I haven't finished, but I have promised people Dark Souls for a while, and we'll get that visitor code in for people that want to invade and co-op and stuff, make the run a little more interesting for stream purposes. But 14 is kind of consuming my thoughts lately. It's one of the only games that I've ever actually watched the trailer for multiple times, so I kind of need to see this to fruition and kind of cement myself as cool. I, did the thing, put the time into it, got through Endwalker. Let's talk about this.
We're going to update the tracker.
I mean, we only have like what 20 some quests in the entire expansion left that we mapped out. Entire base. More long form pronouncement. How much?
Including this one, 33.
If I push, I can probably do it. It's gonna be a long day though. We're gonna see where we end up. The issue with long form video is that like I do still have to do React content to pay bills and stuff. I guess I keep shying away from Ko-fi and stuff like that. I always feel guilty if I have to like, hey, donation platform's open. I always feel guilty about it. So I have to do content like React content just to keep my numbers up. But once I finish 14, that allows me to do some other things and script write and stuff. Continuing some mystery research, where would I go? I'm gonna go to the fuck off isle in the middle of nowhere. With that one. If it means to fly to quite a distance away. But hardly an insurmountable problem. Let me just call my rat buddy real quick. He'll just fly me over. It's all good. It's gonna be Argos. Dog! Dog.
Now that I've just burned off every fucking nerve ending in my mouth.
Nice.
Ugh.
That's the neat part. Well, when I'm done with MSQ, let's put it that way, before Dawn Trail. Creating a double to carry rid of that island. Moondog. Dog of the moon. Stubborn creature, there's no place in this great star that we have not together traveled. Still he remains obstinate in the presence of strangers. That's rather exacting standards, I'm afraid. You've ridden him before. Ah, your before meaning my after. Not at all confusing that. No, it makes perfect sense. Interesting. This is certainly not unthinkable.
New mount's the best in the game.
Which one?
The new mount is best in the game.
It's the Gundam, right?
No, the 16 crossover mount.
Oh, I didn't even see what it is.
You can pet the dog.
Dog! Speaking of here now, quick solutions is face off in a sparring match. Oh no. Demonstrate to him that you're capable of holding your own against me in battle, and you should convince Argos that you're worthy of his back. Besides, I may even teach you a thing or two in the park. Oh no! Lich King, what's up? You've seen doubtful, but the useful lesson or not, it will certainly be a moment to remember, a moment in the distant past to cherish. What say you, traveler out of time? I will do what I must, Obi-Wan Kenobi status. Admire your confidence. Clear your mind, prepare your weapons. I wait for you at the clearing over yonder. Moondog, Primal Dog, Bandana Dog, now Hunting Dog. We also have small. We also have Small
Best
Dog
dog.
with Scarf.
Yeah, best dog.
Dog.
You can pet the good boy while riding him. He's so cute.
Dog. Like that's just a cat with antlers. It's so funny.
Yeah, don't worry about it.
Keith
When
Curran.
you have magic to make what fucking anything, you kind of just start making random shit.
Mead with 3 times the potency of LSD. That's the one.
But should have had Renaissance Fair.
That's how you wake up half a week later, the next state over.
Look.
This is a solo instance, so I'm gonna bounce.
Be gone. Oh.
Dog. I wish these things could they would have made a cool mount. I know they're just a standard mob, but they would have made a really cool mount. Will not go easy on you. Oh, I guess we're in 88 now. I guess we're fighting 88. Mega Shiba's Bandana Dog. Oh, yeah. What class is she? What is she doing? That's a single sword.
Let neither side hold back.
What class is she?
Oh, she's
The answer is
Paladin.
yes.
She's Paladin right now, at least. This is going to be an unwinnable one again, isn't it?
Sings.
Nope, you have to beat her.
You got a fucking chonky health bar. That'll be an issue.
Yep. You gotta beat Mom to prove your worth.
Yep. That's fine. That was actually fair to get out of. I'm expecting, to be fair, I'm expecting like Eden attack times. Shadow Beast, like that's, oh god, that was rough.
My blade sings.
I mean, this also does just show us how far we've come since even Xenos and Ranjit. Similar big HP instance, solo instances.
Impressive. I shall have to try something different.
Now she's Dancer. Okay. Makes sense. I wonder if the order is set or if she actually adapts to whatever you're playing. it'd be easier for order. I'm assuming it's order, but a kind of dynamic. I always forget the word I'm going for. Kind of like a dynamic boss fight like that would be kind of cool. Oh hey, glad I did Emerald Weapon literally right before this. Holy shit. Or else that would have actually hurt a little bit.
Yeah.
Even then, I'm still messing up pretty big here. Yeah, I'm not going to get off any meaningful attacks while she's doing that.
No, this is a survive part.
I see you won't be easily overcome, but neither will I.
Not Mago's Mantle? This is White Mage. True Arrow 4. Don't we not have Arrow 4 anymore in game? We're missing an arrow, I thought.
Prepare yourself.
The attack is really annoying. I want you to know that. Song is flow together. It's cool. It is a very good song. Using the most optimal White Mage? Hell yeah. This is, what's her face? I'll take that hit in the center. That's fine. Tsukiyomi. Just Earth Tsukiyomi attack.
We've only just begun. Come at me with your all.
Hero's Mantle, she's swapping classes. Back to Paladin. Sloppy.
Sloppy.
Exactly. That's the one. Every time I see a line attack with a short sword, I just think of Ilberd.
My blade sings.
I'm eating that hit. Nope. Joke's on you, I got a dash.
Impressive. I shall have to try something different.
What are each of the mantles has a different name? Is that referential to Class Quest by chance?
No quarter.
Because mantling as Paladin is a different name than mantling as Dancer. Same animations as Ilberd. Hell yeah.
Let us move to the final trial.
You cannot stun the. You cannot stun the orb. You cannot stun the orb.
Yeah, stun that which is not live.
This might be an issue because I actually don't have DPS. Fine, as long as it doesn't hit 100, I live.
Yeah, the red ones are the big ones.
Yeah, I figured. They like load a different. Oh, fuck me. Yep, that's the one. Nope. Things are looking pretty fucked up.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm dead. Actually, hold up. Wait a minute. Can I high ground this? I don't think I can. Are they gonna wait out the timer or anything?
Shed your burdens and show me your strength of will.
Okay, Elpis.
Okay. Yeah, there it is. There's the wipe. Well,
Yeah, the big thing is to focus on the red ones because they do 20 apiece.
we're gonna have a little bit of fun with this, actually. Let's do. Almost like I have multiple 90s. Yeah, the first time it didn't have enough DPS. No, that DPS check is rough.
Yeah. You gotta
Let
focus the
neither
reds first.
side
They do
hold
20
back.
apiece. That's the reason you got caught because you got 2 reds in that phase.
Yeah, I didn't have enough DPS. Tank just doesn't have enough of that. Like, I'm sure there's a tank that can make that work. No, I'm not using Divine Might like I absolutely should be.
My blade sings.
We're gonna go with something a little more DPS wise. So I get to have a little bit of fun then.
You channeled your soul so and it's gonna sit there.
She doesn't have positionals.
Huh.
It's so strange because I expect them to use the mechanics.
My blade sings.
There you are. I have the sun like on the side of my face and it's actually giving me a headache. I am trying to power through that.
I shall have to try something different.
Is that no?
No
Fully circle there.
quarter.
Instant casts. Exactly. No, I don't have the basic rotation practiced. I've effectively gotten as far as I have so far because I've been incredibly stubborn.
Have a taste.
We're gonna have that now. That fucking pushback sucks. I'm not even getting caught in it. What the hell? Is that server tick?
I see you won't be easily overcome, but neither will I.
Fine, these aren't as bad as I thought they were gonna be. I thought these were gonna be like
Prepare
the dungeon leading up to Valkyrie. Thought they were gonna be that bad.
Oh yeah.
That attack is called Aphrodisazem. Interesting. I'm having to actually think about my movements. It's wild.
Very well. Let us move
not
to the
a good
final
monkey.
trial.
Because it turns out I have to actually play the game.
Yeah.
It's fucking wild.
The way you play Reaper is also giving me an aneurysm.
You know what? Is it getting the job done? Oh, I should have counted. Fuck off. I don't... How am I lacking DPS? What the fuck? I literally had better DPS as Paladin. I'm very...
Getting hit by blades gives you damage now.
This is just an outright fucking failure. That's obscene.
Ooh.
Is there any way to just like cancel the duty?
No.
Break your chains, shed your burdens, and show me your strength of will.
I don't know. Like, I feel like I'm running into some weird server tick issues because, like, on the rotating ones, I was still getting pushed. And I'm like, I'm not even in that fan, but it's still pushing me.
On the stream, it was showing you in the fan.
I fucking was not, but, I mean, I don't know. Like, I was not in that.
Black mage?
What?
Oh, that's weird. Okay.
Oh.
I thought I saw your black mage staff, and I was like, you're going real ballsy with this.
Let neither side hold back.
Honestly, at a certain point, why the fuck not? Oh god, my bar is completely different than my fucking Paladin bar. Where is shit? There you are.
My blade sings!
I have enough pocket big hits that I'm just gonna try to just abuse the hell out of Warrior.
My blade sings!
I played way too much Paladin. I don't remember Warrior now. Ah!
Ah, yes, the internal struggle of swapping classes.
I don't know, the irony that I'm effectively wielding Emet-Selch right now.
I shall have to try something different. No quarter.
Be a little further out from her.
Have a taste.
You done? There we go.
I see you won't be easily overcome, but neither will I. Prepare yourself.
I'm actually surprised that doesn't damage down you.
The wind?
Yeah. It was just a big hit. That's all it did. Refer to damage down me. Well, everything else in the game has either a bone stack or a damage down tied to it. So that's why I'm confused. I already damaged down? How? Nope. That's 30% right there. Oh, last hit one of them. Fuck off! I don't, like... Like, some of my hits just aren't hitting certain numbers, so I'm really fucking confused. Like 3 times in a row, and I'm just like, what? Sprint to run between the balls faster, but that's not even the issue. Is that I don't have enough damage on board. I'm popping my Infuriate. I'm popping everything that I should be. I have Storm's Eye up. The damage just doesn't make sense. I can sprint between all of them as much as I want. It's just a damage issue.
My blade sings.
Ranged abilities are not going to help because that has a potency of 150 versus a potency of 440, which 140 doesn't even have health? Question mark? I just gonna struggle through this for the next 45 minutes. Just bear with me.
My My blade sings! Impressive. I shall have to try something different. No quarter. Have a taste.
I was out of that. That second hit, I was in that. I was not in that first one.
I see you won't be easily overcome, but neither will I.
Make sure all my abilities are off cooldown.
Prepare yourself. We've only just begun. Come at me with your all.
Ew. Okay. Tempest is fully up and ready to rock.
Very well. Let us move to the final trial.
That's 71. Fuck off. Arrgh! You are kidding me with that fourth phase. I'm fucking dead. Okay, a full fell cleave didn't kill one. Bro! What the fuck?
Break your chains, shed your burdens, and show me your strength of will!
No, the gear isn't the issue. The gear is not the issue. That's full Diodoko set. No, I'm just playing like an idiot. God, I'm not even halfway through the fight. That's like the halfway point. There's still another mechanic after that.
No, that's the end of the fight. Once that resolves, that's the end.
My blade sings!
No, dude, please stop with the tips. Like, I don't want backseating. It is just frustrating me at this point. I know you guys mean well. I really am not digging backseating right now.
My blade sings! Impressive. I shall have to try something different. No quarter. Have a taste. I see you won't be easily overcome, but neither will I.
3, 1.
Prepare yourself.
That's a ball suck.
Very well. Let us move to the final trial.
Oh my god, fuck off. Yeah, like, range does not help. Because I'm still 2 hit, and it also means I'm a death with a single global cooldown. Game, please! I can't, man. This is way too long just to get fucked up at the finale. Fuck off. How many stamina downs do I have? Where's my fucking feedback on it? Am I blind? Where are all my damage down buffs?
Break your chains, shed your burdens, and show me your strength of will! Let neither side hold back.
I 100% had a damage down. Like, I don't know what to tell you, chat. Like, I had a damage down. I was doing less damage.
My blade sings! My blade sings! Impressive. I shall have to try something different. No quarter. Have a taste. I see you won't be easily overcome, but neither will I.
2.
Prepare yourself.
One.
Very well. Let us move to the final trial.
I'm out of dashes.
But what about gallops?
Yeah, I mean, like, I'm just out of movement options that are gonna help.
Oh, well, that sucks.
Yeah, a little bit.
Well, have fun going back to your checkpoint.
I'm almost done. Oh, that was one hit. I'll take one. Oh, not what I needed, game. It robbed me of that. I fucking misclicked and it robbed me of that. I need to stop hitting Storm's Eye. That's still 67 fucking %. That is asinine. I'm honestly surprised they didn't have a fucking phase 5.
No, that's it. They realized that was brutal enough, so they just
See, here's the thing, right? Like, here's the thing, is that if I don't do that on normal, there's people that do this first try just fine as literally any class.
No.
I fail to believe there are not people out there that go, yeah, I had 0 issue with the knot. 0 issue.
You still stand.
Most people
People
get
of your
bought
time are
by
more
this fucking
resilient
fight.
than I had dared
Like,
hope.
Most
I have
streamers
seen
drop it
enough.
very easy.
Like, I'm not saying that it's a bad fight. I think that it's a great fucking fight. And I think that it makes you actually... I had to resort to Warrior. I've been playing Warrior for, what, 100, 200 fucking hours? So, when I have to resort to that, it's kind of a fucked fight. Having to draw upon a couple hundred hours of experience.
Maybe.
'Twas my intent to finish it.
I have
Clearly, I
done it on
underestimated you.
the difficulty that the game intended. I'm gonna take that. Fuck, that was fucking brutal. Cool. Fuck.
Oh, yeah, you can ride the dog.
One would
Dog.
think I never learn. I made the same mistake with Azam when we first
There are still
sparred.
discussions whether or not the fight is
Despite being
too
less
hard.
than half my age, her
I mean,
strength
I
was
have-
astounding.
I can honestly see both aspects of it personally.
As is yours. 'Tis plain you
Because
have
there's nothing in the
weathered
game that comes
considerable
close to that
hardship.
difficulty.
Far more
Ultimate
even
content,
than
easy.
what Isles would
Ultimate Sun on
suggest.
No.
Rails. Really?
That is scaled higher than
It seems
Ucrop.
we have both learned much on our journeys.
Well, fuck, that's harder than T. God, that axe is as good as fucking mine. Just need to sit there in queue for how long? God.
Well, there's no queue for it. You have
Well,
to have a party of 8.
Prague is what I'm at.
Yeah.
One dog has become 2 dog.
Well, now, I
It's
dare
not
say
too hard,
he
but it has
warmed
pretty
to
much
you.
100% uptime on last phase, yeah.
I had to keep my Storm's Eye pretty
Boon
on.
to be sure.
He never
You're also
forgets
playing
his
clipping,
favorites,
which most people don't.
and is ever eager to come to their aid.
I can't do buttons. I always hit the wrong button.
That's why I have a mouse.
I need to do that actually. MMO keyboard would probably work.
I
What
have an
axe?
MMO mouse and keyboard.
It's Hades axe. It's augmented thymosis.
Yeah.
I like it. It's big. It's bulky. I like it. Fuck me.
I'll send you the link to my mouse. Or I forget again, because I keep saying I want to send you the link and I haven't yet.
Right, it's all good. We'll soon have standing over the spot where the media made their departure into the night sky. With any luck, we'll learn something of Hermes' intentions. I forgot we're in the middle of a story here, honestly. I just was focused on that fight. Fuck. But no connection.
Oh,
no
would you like wired or wireless?
Wired. I don't do wireless. Latency.
Okay.
Festering wish for oblivion. We might have Hermes and his considerable expertise working with us rather than against us. Move over to the edge before the morning, shall we? That will allow Argos to catch the currents rising up from below and give us a smooth ride over to the Isle. Wireless is subpar. I mean, I hear it's gotten better. I hear the tech for wireless has gotten better, but bug.
I just don't like having to change batteries to charge them.
It's just I don't know. I always had issue with old mice and the latency, right? Like same with Xbox controllers back in the day.
I have a wireless mouse. I have 0 issue with latency.
Maybe it's just the ones I've gotten then. Plus this
But I also bought like a $200 one a while back.
Yeah, that's probably why. And then where everyone here said Asplund. It's like I can see both sides of the argument. I can see the argument that the fight needs to be easier, but I can also see that it's a like, hey, do you know how to fucking play the game? Like I could see both sides of that argument and have a discussion on that. I'm both mostly been given the go ahead, hop on. I think that it's a very, without really seeing the wider perception of the fight, I feel it can be a pain point and a point of contention in regards to should this be changed. The fact that it's going to be a nexus for people to talk about if it needs to be easier or if it needs to be kept the same. That is a talking point.
You're saying it needs to be easier.
Okay, so like there, right? Going into this, I'm already, yeah, this is a pain point for people. This is going into this. This is going to be a talking point. Why would not just wreck shit? It does. I'm not saying it doesn't. It's the like Xeno shows up for the first time, Ranjit shows up for the first time, and they just absolutely destroy you. Like it makes sense to me. I can rationalize it. I can justify it. This was a trial of a unsundered Ascian, one that was on the Convocation, just literally tearing into you.
Convocation, hold the first seat of the Convocation.
Yeah,
the highest rank of the Convocation.
Like, this makes sense logically. Or at least
I did this as an answer. It made it a lot more reasonable because I had to be on top of things.
I believe it.
Quite a small place, lacking even the most basic equipment.
Dog. New dog. I honestly didn't. I thought Venat was the 14th seat, the last seat.
But we may yet try perusing the past.
Azim is the first seat. Venat retired from the Convocation.
Yeah, no, she's that's the 14th seat, the last one.
The power freely.
14th? I thought it was the first.
No.
I shall assist you. Come and stand before me. There are two ways to see the past. The first entails peering through the walls of the soul in the moment a subject is recalling a memory. The second requires no subject, and is instead a process of piecing together an event from ripples left in the ambient ether.
Yeah, Emet-Selch is first. Azem is 14th.
Okay.
That makes sense.
As memories are etched upon the ether of the soul, so too are they etched upon the ether of the world. In this way can history be preserved. Such memories are given to fading, however.
I can't drink my tea. My mouth is still
and
scarred.
prove challenging
Amazing.
to visit. But come, let us try. Close your eyes.
Stop it from dying, though.
Which this could be something that we have access to. I'm assuming going forward, not only in Endwalker, but John Trail as well. Hey, you
All
can piece
units
together
fully
stuff from the ether
functional are
around
proceeding
us.
on course towards their respective stars. Estimated time to completion of survey is 108 cycles. End of status report. Severing connection with shared consciousness.
Did you hear that, Hermes? All is well.
Yes. Good tidings at long last. Every step of the way, I've been reminded how little we understand creation. How the universe defies imagination.
But soon we won't need to speculate. We'll know the answers. What others live for.
Indeed. And we'll owe it all to you and your sisters.
I wonder what answers we will get.
Whatever intelligent beings that exist out there are bound to be vastly different from us. Diverse in form and culture. Possessed of unique ways of thinking. Their conception of life and its purpose will be no exception.
I don't know, something about the way his lips are rigged
Utterly unlike ours.
in that shot throws me off.
How they're going out instead of up and down.
Yeah. Not much they can do with that. Like, it's minor,
I have
right?
no idea. Yet whatever answers we receive, I will not dismiss them out of hand. No. I will think earnestly on them all. And I will share them with our people, that together we may contemplate our own existence. Perhaps then our star will become a better place. Not only for man, but for all life. Meteion, though I gave you wings to soar the heavens, I did not teach you how to walk the earth. So loath was I to bind another living being. In the course of your long journey, you will learn from those you meet, learn to walk and run and so much more. And when you return, older and wiser, we will have a celebration to mark your homecoming and coming of age both.
Will there be apples? Covered in syrup?
Amazing.
And how are you supposed to eat them? Rather than food, perhaps... a flower. Yes. Upon your return, I will gift you a beautiful flower.
I'm on into space. The question, what is the meaning like? Yeah. Yeah. In Hermes. I don't know. What was it? The robot that was sent across the U.S. to hitchhike? He got stabbed in, like, Chicago.
Made it all the way across Canada.
Yeah.
Made it a mile and a half in Chicago.
So, what is your opinion?
He was beaten, stabbed, shot.
Yeah. Yeah. That poor robot.
I'm inclined to agree.
He tried so hard.
As we had suspected, the two are somehow involved. Yet 'tis difficult to believe that they would deliberately seek to end all life. In light of this, I propose that we reveal your tale to Hermes himself. If he does not wish for the final days, as we believe, he may well join us in pursuing a solution.
Oh, that's going to be rough for Meteion, though.
Then it is settled. Let us seek out our friend with all swiftness. 'Twould not do to let such a pure soul be blackened by tragedy.
Will be rough. Already 90. I don't really care about EXP. Or Hermes might be in Elpis. We do worse than look in the Catesis Hyperborea largest facility. It stands in Greek, please. Emet-Selch Boreas, the Northern Isle. Wonder kit for an institution which claims to be studiously research every species as it's released in the world. You do not question how they find room for all of them on so few islands. The answer lies in the Catesis itself. Touched upon the practice before at the archives, vast area stitched together with multiple conceptual spaces. The same holds true for the interior of this facility as its magic constructed environs. Is there with these sprawling habitats the chief overseer. This is the next dungeon. Overseer most of Elpis' observers conducts the bulk of their work. Simplest route is via the north, via the Neas north of Platon Oikos. Oh my god, please stop saying words. Please. Words hurt.
Why, you have something against Oikos?
Fucking so many words.
But not good with Latin.
Apparently not. Someone somewhere is gonna be like, yeah, good language is dead.
There's a reason it's fucking dead.
Well, to be fair, it's not that a dead language means it's not spoken anymore. It's just that no new words are entering circulation. That's why, what is it, Cantonese is technically a dead language, because you have business goose as penguin.
What?
Have you not heard about that? Oh my god. What is it? Long neck deer is giraffe.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Like, you hear it and you're like, hold up. Wait a minute. I think they got a point there.
Then again, what is it? Katakana has that issue as well.
What do you mean?
Of its
no, so no. So katakana is Japanese. Unironically, it took 3.5 years of this. Katakana is Japanese. Japanese has 3 languages. It has hiragana, which if you look at something, say, I don't know, look at something like how Sasuke Uchiha is spelled. How Sasuke is more blocky, but Uchiha is more like flowy, more script like calligraphy. The second half of that Uchiha is hiragana. That's just native words like ame, native words like baka, native words like etc. have you. Katakana is used for imported words such as pizza, right? Arguably milk too, which is really weird because there's literally a word for milk, gyunyo, but we have miruku, like miruku tea, like milk tea. It throws me for a loop, and I've yet to actually find a coherent answer as to why we don't use that. But and then you have the last one, which is kanji, which symbols mean things.
I think it was kanji I was thinking of, because I know woman is one symbol, but noisy is the symbol for woman 3 times.
Yeah, there's some fucked up interactions like that. It's so good. Well, that actually has to do with radicals, like how if you're dealing with water. So if you look at Jiraiya's headband in Naruto, right? How it's got the 3 marks to the left and it's got the square, right? This the segmented square on the right. That's actually radicals. So the left of that, the 3 little dashes are actually the sansui. Sansui, 3 water. And if it deals with water, generally it will have that. That is a radical taken from the root kanji and applied to a more complex kanji. Yeah, Japanese is fucking wild. And this acknowledges my guess. You should now have the authority to use it as you wish. We fight the way to Catesis Hyperborea if we follow the path and turn left at the crossroads. And I couldn't even take my 4th year of it. I stopped at semester 3.5 because I failed out of calculus because I slept through that class.
And pronunciation is really important because kawaii is cute, but kawaii is scary.
Yeah. Well, that comes down to inflect. They're spelled differently. K-A-W-A-I-I, kawaii, is cute.
K-O-W-A-I is
where kawaii, K-O-W-A-I-I, kawaii is a completely different meaning altogether. That's scary. But then you have things like kawaii so, which is like pitiful. God, that's such a fun interaction.
Yeah, doesn't mean so cute.
No, it's like, oh, you pitiful thing. It's so fucking funny. Oh, yeah. I rather enjoy Japanese. Need to
That
pick it up
could
again.
also be the equivalency of a southern thing we have down here, is saying you're so cute. It's not a compliment. It's the equivalency of saying it's a good thing you're pretty.
That's like when Hades wipes your party and you just tell Hades, man, you're cute. Same vibe.
Instead of calling him a few select other words.
Yeah, it's like, oh, you're cute. Or somebody stabs me in SCA. Oh, you're cute. That was cheeky. Hey, how's it going? And Zed asked for Hermes' whereabouts. Dude is actually just in the dungeon. Not the piss dungeon, though. As we've just discovered, he's in another facility. My God. Return of the Emet-Selch return.
Return of the Mac.
Furthermore, we've confirmed the studies into Dynamis, as well as his creation of Meteion, are entirely private pursuits. No one else we spoke with appeared to possess the cheap depth of knowledge on the subjects, and neither did we hear any tales of stolen research. Which means that Hermes himself harbors no desire to bring down an apocalypse, though he might be recruited to help prevent one. Or so saith the illustrious Emet-Selch. Got him! It's not like I wanted to. Not like I wanted to or anything, Babak. God. Quoting your story, the 14 divided the connection between the celestial currents in the final days, but we were never able to pinpoint the root cause of the calamity. With our people's greatest minds, not to mention Hythlodaeus' sharp eyes, committed to the pursuit of our solution, so outcome seems inconceivable. The only possible explanation of the nature of a catalyst was so inexplicable that even we failed to perceive it. And what better fits that description of the invisible, intangible Dynamis? Which in turn leads us to our next question. How did Hermes, in this role as Fandaniel, not recognize subject of his own research? Well, we're also assuming that Hermes becomes Fandaniel. We are making that assumption right now. We don't know, because we don't know what happens after this point. The current Hermes is up for election to the Convocation. He is being given a, hey, you should do this, you should become the seat of Fandaniel, but we don't know that for a fact at this point in time. Assume that he either knew he was unable to help, or that was otherwise meant from identifying the cause in the first place. At this juncture, all I can do is speculate. To be clear, the Convocation does not tolerate acts of deception or malice. We are practiced in perceiving truth and would have known had Fandaniel lied to us. Hermes has no conscious wish for the world to end, of that I am certain. There's more to this tale after all. Mission to limit breaks. I do like that. Conduct an investigation on your own, you see. Won't change him as a person, as gives him a title and the responsibility of said title. I mean, yeah. But we don't know if it's him or if someone else was chosen to fill the seat of Fandaniel. How comforting we have seemed to reach the exact same conclusion. Be no reason to delay for the time we brought Hermes into the fold, as it were. Savior thinks they did not say I believed your ridiculous story, but as Emet-Selch, I have a duty to examine any potential threat to our existence, no matter how ludicrous or personally offensive I may find it. God, I love him. What a Chad.
I love saying the word Emmett.
Yeah.
So good.
Do not approach me, do not speak to me, and do not dare presume to treat me as a friend. I'm merely carrying out my duty. Dude is trying his best. I love it. Thank for leisurely exploration is past. If we have a moment to adjust, adjust my vision. There he is, on the next tile over. Meteion is with him. Hermes appears to be in the midst of an observational study, but I suggest we hurry before they venture elsewhere. Head straight down the path. We can teleport to Misopsis Euros from the device at the bottom of the slope. In the Crystal Tower, he confirms that the current Fandaniel is Hermes. Oh, okay, I guess then we do have that. Well, I'm trying to give the benefit of the doubt to the story of like, okay, let's not jump to conclusions unless we have actual confirmation. But if we have confirmation from Elpis, and that's something that I'd already obviously passed. Yeah, makes sense. We are still in 87.
We are. Well, you gotta remember, 90 is only 6 quests.
Yeah, 90 is really short, to be fair. You were saying. I need to get my relic armor though. That's what I'm really looking forward to. It's 89. It's sort.
Oh yeah, your artifact armor.
Yeah. Sorry. Yeah, artifact armor.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's 89. I go to, I think it's Idleshire, and they just give it to me. Or buy it for something.
You go to Ord Charlie and you get it. It's hard to talk when you can't.
What, you expect me to praise you and your progress? On the contrary, I'm simply surprised you made it this far. Then again, even with you slowing her down, there's no denying that Venat is an accomplished researcher. Her wealth of wisdom and experience is matched, and her achievements in creation magics in any field, frankly, are nothing short of extraordinary. Though that singular brilliance, what sets her apart, can make her motives somewhat imperturbable at times. As her student and successor puts it, she is a force of nature. At once so close and at times so very distant. I don't know. He's got some interesting insights. That's why with the Hungering Gardens, there'd be these circular enclosures you see just up ahead. Make yourself useful and bring Hermes out here to us. If I were to go, he would assume I was only there to press him on the Fandania matter. All is present, you stand the best chance at convincing him to put aside his work for the moment. Creations there are not exactly... And then again, perhaps Kip can handle them to survive a bout with Venat, after all. Now if you go to find Hermes, but do be prepared to come to blows with the garden's denizens. Amazing. Oh, I need to complete the role quest. Whatever. I'll do that later. I already have the Adokos. That's strictly glam purposes. I do want that artifact armor though.
The warrior one does not look great.
I haven't seen it. I'm probably not gonna enjoy it. That's a riotous marble. That is not a marble.
50. No. It's a marble marquee.
Where is... Okay, he could flee into the dungeon. He could do that. What is... I know there's a dungeon coming up. I'm trying to piece together how this is gonna work. Big marble. But does it cast bad breath?
I got no fucking chance to find out.
No, I don't want to deal with that. Wait, you don't want to deal with literally every status ailment at once?
No, because when I was here, I didn't actually see these things spawning. There were so many people here.
Oh, nice.
So when I came back, I was still only like a level higher, and they were all here.
Nice. Yep, where did you come from? It was I. What are you doing here? I thought you were keeping Hythlodaeus and Emet-Selch company. An important matter and unrelated to my decision of Fandania, I say, then yes, I will come as soon as my work here is finished. Not be long, I promise you surely wait outside the garden with the others. It's no place for idle exploration. He's gonna have a chance to get away. They're very surprised that we're here. Favorite debuff mines everything. Exactly. Wish Bad Breath was a blue mage spell. That'd be so like actually cool.
I think it is.
The armor is unlocked by MSQ. Dying is unlocked through roll quest. What?
You get the basic armor from just doing the MSQ. You get the dyeable version from doing the roll quests.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna get the dyeable version at some point. I don't know. The basic looks pretty good. It's like actual like tin can with cloak aesthetic is great. Those dying like dying in a trial. I keep fucking dying. Person, thank you. Spoke with Hermes then, briefly entangled with denizens of Hungering Gardens as well. I see, or I should say smell. Cannot speak for certain with Convocation members, but I for one am impressed with your fortitude. Well done indeed. Now you're convincing Hermes to confer with us. Pray that things will soon take a turn for the better. For as fascinating as it would be to meet Emet-Selch, who would recreate armor out in the depths of the ocean, I think it best for all concerned if such tragic events never came to pass. From the nature of a future warrior past, assuming yours is not truly written in stone, and that I hope it is. Hermes said he would not be long, yes, then we shall wait here until he emerges. I'll have to look at the Warrior 89 set. I haven't seen it. Well, he did arrive.
My apologies for keeping you waiting. I understand there is a matter you wish to discuss.
Aye. A matter of the utmost gravity. If one can suspend disbelief.
Got him.
Go on then. Tell him what you told us. Who you are and why you came.
His voice sounded way different there. There's a cool weapon where it's attached to the arms piece. That's kind of cool.
I just sent you the artifact set if you want to take a look at it on your phone.
The phenomena observed during these star-encompassing calamities is likely the product of a Dynamis reaction. And none is more versed in the applications of this energy than you, Hermes.
Fact.
I must stress that we do not believe you would desire such destruction.
It's interesting.
We come not to lodge accusations, but to beg your wisdom. And so, distressing though the exercise may be, I ask that you share with us your opinion on the matter, on the assumption that our visitor's tale is true.
Even you, Venat. As you say, the phenomena observed in the two calamities may both be attributed to Dynamis. Of note is the difference in its effect. In the first final days, it warped creation magics. In the second, it warped the people themselves. The key variable, I suspect, is the etheric density of the men of each age. As you know, ether, in essence, negates Dynamis. Harboring high concentrations of ether,
actually, okay.
we ancients cannot readily manipulate Dynamis, nor be manipulated by it. Therefore, rather than ourselves, the calamity affected our magics. In contrast, having been sundered, the people of the future are composed of but a fraction of our ether. Thus are they susceptible to the influence of Dynamis and its transformative potential. But that would explain only the mechanism, not the cause. Though perhaps...
What is it? Even should it be a hypothesis, we would hear it.
Dynamis is an energy put in motion by feelings. Feelings for which there must first exist a source. A source to which the victims must be attuned. One that harbors the self-same negative emotions. Elsewise, it could not be the agent of such extreme change.
So it wasn't the stagnation of the celestial currents. Someone, or something, is instigating the star's demise.
So, we've a villain on our hands after all. Any idea who or what it could be?
The celestial currents comprise the outermost layer of the star's ether, encasing it like a protective sphere. According to your tale, it was where the currents were weakest that the phenomena first manifested. If the inciting factor came from without Aetheris, then its effects would first be seen in those locations.
Greetings. Can you hear me?
It went over my head. That reveal went over my head.
Do not be alarmed. I mean you no harm.
Nice.
I wish only to hear your words, share your feelings, know your thoughts.
Oh no, did he accidentally? Oh no.
May we please be friends?
Aliens.
Meteion. What is it?
executing scheduled task, suspending individual self and connecting to shared consciousness. Connection established. Commencing status report.
It hurts. It hurts. So hot, so cold, so sad. I don't understand. Make it stop. Please, make it stop.
And this is where things go sideways.
Steady, Meteion. Steady.
It was perfectly
So
good
sad.
bird and gave it PTSD.
So lonely. The pain. It's too much. Why? Why do we? They hurt.
Oh, this is the Dynamis effect. Okay. She's about to transform.
Wrong. All wrong.
Maybe?
She's gone? But how?
She has altered her etheric density in order to blend in with her surroundings, an ability for avoiding confrontation.
Camouflage.
Most effective. Frustratingly so. I can't see her either. Not even a trace.
Stay away. Please. This is wrong. My mistake. So please.
Are you all right? In your mind? No. We only heard her speak the instant before she vanished.
Of course. When communicating without words, Meteion also employs Dynamis. That would explain why you were able to hear her, when we could not.
Then you are our best chance of finding her. Follow her voice and try to track her down. Hindered though we may be, let us split up and search as well.
It's good. It's a really good storytelling bit that the moment we start to come to a breakthrough, something happens that goes sideways. I'm actually really digging it. Oh, I hate the green glow that blends it with the grass. Ugh. Keep in mind our voice is reporting. Hermes mustn't hear them. I have to run to hide. Way down the slope. No, but not the root of the cause. Right. Which that's a huge plot point to throw in. A huge twist to throw in so close to the end. Be able to hear Meteion's voice. She must be elsewhere. Ouch. I mean, the Asians are technically aliens to us. It could be something else that's either related to them or completely different. Missing report. We can't tell them that we must run far away. Don't follow me. Meteian's anguished voice fades as you sense her climbing to the top of the ridge. She's gonna throw herself off. I mean, I wouldn't put it past this expansion. I don't know. I was thinking earlier that going into Dawn Trail, considering how it's the beach episode, it could be a way to tell a more grounded story, much like the Weapon series. It could be a way to kind of bring that power scaling down a little bit, potentially, so that we can have a little bit of some downtime. And because they're also over Theorists like us. Right, which that was, what was it, about heaven, post ARR, they were discussed as aliens, but that's technically not correct. It could actually just be aliens. No, it's the Moon Tribe, the other one. That's not the Loporrits. That's what it is.
Alright. 3 memes that fit the current situation. They're in the chat.
You'll need the break time. What break time? I do like these little frog thingies. They're super cool.
You know what it reminds me of? The fucking frog monster from Worlds. Dodogama.
I guess. I haven't really seen it.
It's just a giant frog that eats rocks.
I mean, there are animals that do, in fact, just eat rocks.
There's not a thought behind those eyes.
Nope. We're very strictly 87 still. 88's going to be Charlie, and this makes me think that we're going to be teleported to the Void, where one of the Meteion clones went to. This makes me think that we're going to be teleported to the Void to the end. That would make sense. Yeah, Rev Dodogama is baby. Come on now.
Yeah. Dodogama is the best boy. There's not a thought behind those eyes, and I love him. I'm really pissed off that I missed out on getting my plush of him.
Oof.
Well, for a very limited time, so like giant fucking Dodogama pillow plushes.
Yeah.
Like beanbag chair size fucking pillows.
Yeah. That would have been really cool. Okay, Tumblr isn't near as bad as it used to be.
I don't know, Kev. Don't worry. Meteon's just judging you in chat right now because, they're here.
Fact. Got a queeb. Hey, how's it going? Welcome. Like Fat Cat. Fat Cat is precious. Fat Cat is actually going to be the true final boss. It's going to be beyond the Void. We don't know what Fat Cat is. Compelling report for just...
Fat Cat is. You read its lore.
Fattest cat. We don't know what it is primarily. We don't know if it's a void scent or if it's some profane necromantic reanimation. We don't know which one it is.
Potato.
No. What is it? Potato Tapato? Is that the 14 one?
Potato tomato?
Yeah. Compelling report for submission to Hermes and all peoples of Aetheris. Bird. Processing expedition data, preparing profiles on intelligent civilizations, formatting answers to the question, finalizing report. mustn't listen. Tumblr's now bearable. Don't look at Twitter. If you don't look at Twitter. I mean, I really don't anymore, honestly. Meteion's anguished voice flees towards the lake. Like Fallout. I haven't really played it. Played like 3 a long time ago. More preferential to Elder Scrolls. Find a Meteion. Panicked and confused, which will make things all the more difficult to predict her movements. Hermes, what do you make of the situation? Medii are linked to a single mind, a shared consciousness which connects them across any distance. I suspect something has happened which disrupted its usual harmony. How might we access the shared consciousness of theirs? Much as you would approach any sentient being directly, in the Media's case, it means speaking to any incarnation within physical reach. As we track down Meteion, we just lost. We have no means to communicate with them. No way of knowing what befell her sisters. No way to provide direction or guidance. Then we had best set our musings aside and concentrate how we might find her. Someone's a little worried. Frantic search will avail us little. We must be clever about this. You're right. Dear Meteion, what did you witness out there that frightened you so? Why do you seek to keep it from us? How terrible could it possibly be? Gripping for Meteion renders herself invisible by matching her etheric density to that of her surroundings, does she not? If so, could we not disrupt her concealment with a felt of ether, much how Emet-Selch solidified your presence when we first met you? Don't be absurd. I can hardly channel ether into a recipient whose whereabouts are hidden in me, which is why we must all work together. We'll continue to search the same manner as before, but this time with you in tow. Once she ascertains Meteion's likely location, you proceed to reveal our wayward familiar with ethereal downpour. Very clever, and thankfully she has made herself easier to capture by fleeing towards Leith. Something she's made visible should prove no great feat to herd her into a corner. For our plan, Kip and Emet-Selch will be our crackers and trapper, respectively, while we others predict and obstruct Meteion's avenues of escape. Emet-Selch and I will keep an eye on each other's ether to help coordinate our efforts. Be about it. Well, it seems we are partners.
Tonight is if you want to drink tea, don't put it in a metal cup. It's still fucking too hot to drink.
Don't. Yeah, hot on metal conducts. Yeah. Seems we are partners tonight. Being, let's return to where we last saw Meteion and pick up a trail from there. I will keep myself in a state of preparedness, ready to rain down ether at a moment's notice, meaning it falls to you to make the way clear. Emet-Selch is to accompany you. I wonder how many of these we'll have in Dawn Trail. Probably a few.
What, the follow objectives? Or the search objectives?
No, the accompany. X has accompanied you.
Oh, probably a good bit.
Gotta get those easy Grahati is now accompanying you date points.
Oh, I gotta have my Graha date in Dawn Trail, you know that?
Exactly. We're just gonna go on a food binge with Graha. That'll be the quest.
I'm down.
Why can't I fly? Are my functions being restricted? Hide. Yes, I'll have to hide where no one can find me. Moose voice head towards the water's edge. Went into the lake as if this wasn't tiresome enough. Well, at least that open expansion should make her easy to find. We won't lose her this time. Dude is actually just gonna jump into the lake. What a Chad. Fimsh! Why Fimsh? Be able to reach the bottom is dropped by climbing down the rocks to the water's edge. Don't even think about dragging me over the falls. Found out as no. If I end up drenched from head to toe, I swear I'll feed you to a remora. Why Fimsh? Why Fimsh? Dibs on the Garlian pizza. We're gonna have
That's very good raid food right now. Choose Garlian pizza.
It's not, you know what? You know what? The was it? The tank is eggplant right now. Gross.
Yeah, it's like eggplant parm or something like that.
I thought it was just like baked eggplant. I didn't know it was eggplant parm. I don't know what the current raid tier food is.
Hold on, let me check. One moment, please. I'll tell you. It's gonna hot swap the fucking culinarian in the middle of a combat field real quick.
Exactly. What anime would you recommend? If you can stomach it, Code Geass. It's literally my favorite.
If not, Cowboy Bebop.
I'm not here, please. That rock is sheep. Very well. Nice. What? Why can't I hide? What are you saying? Everything is so faint. I'm sorry, I'm not strong enough. Stay away, I'm begging you. Don't make me say it will break him, his poor fragile heart. Oh no, some of the Meteion clones have perished, haven't they? Now we have a chance. Once the others are in position, the two of us can herd her into their midst. Master Asia. Dude is the absolute unit. He's a force of nature. Fun fact, Domin Kashu is canon to Build Fighters, because he shows up at the end of Try. Actually, if you want to watch a good like shonen, go watch Build Fighters and Build Fighters Try. I only watched the first two. I know there's Divers. I watched Try was very good. Both of them are very good series. It's also free on YouTube from my understanding. Like you can just go and watch it. Where does that water fall? Like, how do they have perpetual water up here? I need to know.
Perpetual water?
Yeah.
Magic.
You know how many water crystals they're buying for the market board?
None. Because they make them.
Ascians are loaded. So tell me about the thing. Tell me about the teleporter. Nah, it's not in use. It seems to have been left to the mercy of the elements. Either way, it bears no trace of Medion's essence. We move on. Huh, actually, wait a minute. What? Why would it be left on you? That's so interesting. That's an interesting talking point that I definitely want to see addressed later.
Oh, don't worry, you will. I was very confused. That's the way I had a quest marker here.
There, I see her. She's zooming. You ever run out of energy? Do you just like pound like 4 Locos?
No, Red Bull. It gives you wings.
We have a coffee place, quote unquote, called Dutch Bros up here, and they make Rebels. Which, what is it? It's coffee and Red Bull, I think.
I'd say I've never had that before, but then I'd be a liar.
Like this shit.
Coffee and Red Bull.
Yeah, Rebels from
That's
Dutch Bros.
Yeah.
Yeah. That shit'll wake you the fuck up. Yeah. Sounds like a Portland thing, or Northwest at least. Yeah, it's Idaho. I think it is in
it's
Oregon
Idaho.
too.
Dutch Bros. It is, but Dutch Bros started in Idaho.
Yeah.
So fucking Sensi.
I don't know. I'd have to. I don't know. I don't go to Dutch Bros. I don't really do coffee places. If anything, I get like smoothie or some bullshit.
I don't know.
Smoothies are good.
Expensive.
Lemonade.
Instead, I just feed my crippling addiction to energy drinks.
Exactly. Just pound 2 4 Locos like Rev does every night.
Nope, that's battery acid. Nobody should drink 4 Locos.
I would drink actual beer, thank you.
The 911s from Dutch Bros are interesting. God, fucking... I haven't had that in a hot
The other
minute.
day, I saw a fucking hard Baja Blast in the clearance rack at my store, and I'm like, there is no God.
That's the hard fucking, like, after, like, Monster, Mountain Dew, all those, they just taste rough.
I tried the fucking... What was about to say? I tried the hard Arizona iced teas, and they're terrible.
I've had the Arizona
Give
iced teas,
chase.
I've had
We shall herd her into the shelter.
the Sunny D.
Grabbed the can out of like morbid curiosity, and I think I drank like a quarter of it before I threw it away.
Yeah, I've had the hard Monsters, those are awful, don't. Tastes like feet.
Tastes like feet! Whoa. Wow.
The best way to describe how the hard Monster tastes is smell your shoe after wearing it for a day.
Gross. But
So I don't even like regular Monster, so...
Zip's driving. I haven't had that, actually. I don't remember that. Been to Big Jed's, though. Great burgers. Unironically cheaper than McDonald's.
Yeah, last year we did have that orange juice cereal.
I don't know, Martin Cedar Pants. They dropped Corona beer and cereal. That was
That's
rough.
a college thing.
That's rough. I would never.
That's just a college thing. Having beer
Please,
instead of milk in
Meteion.
your cereal.
We must speak.
She just
Sorry, Hermes. I'm so sorry.
she just didn't want to make Hermes sad. Nothing wrong with that.
If
Median
someone
did
can
nothing
hear
wrong.
these words, then please. Please protect them. Protect them all.
Individual self-suspended. Connection with shared consciousness stable. Our survey is complete. We shall now report our findings.
Oh, here it is, the reveal.
All units safely arrived at their respective destinations. Seeking answers to Hermes' question, we attempted to make contact with the intelligent denizens of each star. Results are as follows, in order of numerical code.
I like the sound effects going on right now. It's very
Traces
fitting.
of civilization found. Structures believed to have served as domiciles. No extant life forms detected. Dio. Ruined remnants of buildings scattered across star, surface of which is encased in ice. Presence of life could not be verified.
Be cold.
Tria. Evidence of large population centers, akin to cities recovered. No extant life forms found.
It's the Fermi paradox.
Only their lingering essence.
We in fact live in dead space.
Edifices surmised to be abandoned residences found. No extant life forms detected. Deadly plague or extreme environmental degradation likely to have led to mass extinction.
I feel like this one, because it's focusing on this abandoned, dormant transporter, I feel like that's going to be relevant later.
They are all dead.
Yeah.
Octo.
Dead space.
Star found in state of violent conflict. Contact successfully made with inhabitants, but deployment of weapons of mass destruction resulted in total annihilation of local population shortly thereafter.
WMD's in fact in play.
Star is a barren desert. No identifiable flora found. Bones of living beings resembling men discovered beneath sands, but determination regarding their intelligence inconclusive.
Remind me, Hermes, what exactly was the question you entrusted to Meteion?
Relevant.
I tasked her with asking what others live for. What gives their lives meaning.
Did you consider what may happen if the premise of the question is flawed?
Not a wrong thing to consider.
Answer it, one must be living and desire to continue doing so. But if Meteion finds no living beings in the course of her journey, or none who desire to live, what then?
What will she do?
What answers would she derive from their silence?
There is no meaning in life. To be fair, that is something that the Convocation level of philosopher will have to
Meteion,
answer.
Enough. Suspend your mission and return hither at once.
Like that's something that the Convocation has to pick apart.
This isn't even a
Emet-Selch
Convocation problem. This is just hey, there's no peer review on this project.
Right.
Probably have somebody look at this.
Right, but I think most other people would find that
Local civilization
okay project.
once flourished under auspices of higher power. Said power later laid waste to civilization in fit of rage.
Nice.
Upon revealing this to me, entity elected to self-terminate in lieu of providing answer to question. No other intelligent life forms found.
Yep, that's the one. You can see how an answer starts to form.
Turning a deaf ear, are we? We are taking Meteion back to Amarot. As I understand, we will need her if we are to bring back all of her sisters.
Yes. Meteion. It isn't right, is it? It isn't right to turn away from the answer. Even if the answer is pain. Even if we aberrations must scream ourselves hoarse to be heard.
And if we do have a lasting impact, that could be why he's so racked with guilt, leading to his eventual Fandaniel stints.
Aye. Whatever answers we find, I will not dismiss them out of hand. These words I said to you, and I will hold myself to them.
What?
What is the meaning of this?
You cannot take Meteion, not until she has finished her report. All else must wait.
You fool!
I love the touch of the staff is literally Hermes. Yeah, it's super cool. When we do listen to Meteion's report, then that is his right to do so. But once he receives the answer to his question, what then? The fate of the world may very well hinge upon the choice he makes in that moment. We must be there when he makes it. Hythlodaeus is just speechless. Why, Hermes? Why could you not leave well enough alone? Will these answers assuage your pain when you feel that creation is returned to ether? You never cast your cursed question to the distant years. You may have one day learned to be at peace with this one. This is the last in the 87 chain. That's the ether shard. Hermes said to Kitsis. Considering the expansive dimensions of the palace, of the place, even we may have a difficult time locating these either. All I can say is he's entered from the rooftop and likely arrived at the uppermost point of the facility. So, do we pursue him? Of course we presume. No matter what Hermes might be thinking, Meteion is a potential threat and needs to be brought under our control. Convocation's duty is to safeguard the star takes precedence over any personal stake in the matter. Yep. It's clear we stand at a precipice, but we've yet to determine beyond a shadow of a doubt that Meteyon's is the hand at which tips us over the edge. Nevertheless, if we are to learn the truth from the final days, we must give chase, and even if neither Hermes nor Meteion is ultimately responsible, we cannot leave them to suffer this torment alone. It on all counts, it's this Hyperborea we go. This is the dungeon. I don't know. Hermes comes across as... He comes across as neurospicy, neurodivergent. His mannerisms make sense if I look at it from that angle. He's just... He's not satisfied with the system. He's not satisfied with the status quo. He is very much looking in a situation and going, I need to find my own meaning in this. I need to quantify the meaning. I need to quantify these things. Despite him not really being able to quantify certain things, or when he gets the answer, what conclusions will he draw upon? I mislike the look of this. You know, there's a lot of people. For the crowd, something is afoot. There is an imposter among us. Something not out of the ordinary, so I don't know what caused it. What have we done here? Or what have we here? Excuse me, if something happened, it's like, it's just thesis words. Venat, I'm so glad you're here. No one knows what prompted it, but the alarm was sounded. This is put into a state of alert. Procedure dictated we evacuate immediately, and we have yet to investigate further. This is Hermes doing, obviously. What does the state of alert entail exactly? Field of dampening magic is draped over the entire facility, usually in response to escaped entities and the like. This is scholars and observers are unaffected, but everything and everyone else is weakened to a fraction of the usual capabilities. Then consider us forewarned. We do, however, have urgent business with Chief Hermes. Must enter the premises regardless. Trustworthy is more fun because Emmett. I'll have to try it at some point. If Hermes is willing to enact such measures, I wonder what other obstacles he's seen fit to drop in our path. We'll the enfeebling spell in place for not like to be at our fighting best. It's hardly an effective combatant to begin with. Little to offer beyond my ethereal vision. You will put that talent of yours to good use. You are fairly skilled at spotting weaknesses, if I recall. Fairly skilled. Now you've gone and raised everyone's expectations. You only make the most of your strength, and I will fill the gaps then as required. Almost like she can like swap between 3 classes on the fly. Once as M, after all, it was my job to rise to the occasion, be that as a defender, aggressor, or healer. Better at my lack of prowess already. The fact that her chosen like aggression class is dancer, though. You know, Emet-Selch can impress upon us the arcane majesty. You lob putting spells as easily as breathing, but you can also channel the power into a protective manner if you so choose. Yes. Yeah, well, should the situation call for it, you cover us on all fronts. It's okay if you all suck. I can do anything. Exactly. Feels let us here, so it's only right that you lead us now, no matter what lies ahead. We'll win through to Hermes and Meteion, and we'll face the future together. And I think that is where we'll wrap up that VOD. If you're on stream, we're gonna hang out for a second. If you're on the TV channel, I'm gonna go ahead and do it. You're gonna have a second. So, if you're on the TV channel, thank you. See you in the next one.